Hey everyone, this week's video is on affirmations for stress management and to be able to cultivate calm and inner peace. So what I'll be talking about is what affirmations are. Most of you already know, but just a little bit more detail on affirmations and how you can use them effectively to manage your stress levels and to manage your anxiety on a daily basis. You know, affirmations are a very powerful and free tool that you can use anytime, anywhere. You don't need to be an expert on them. You can start small and work your way up from there. So they're very effective and they can really make a huge difference. The more you practice them, the more you start believing in them, and they can really play a role in helping you manage your stress and your anxiety. So before I dive into that, just a quick introduction. My name is Chaitni. I am a mindset and nutrition coach. I help clients cope with stress, depression, or anxiety through healthy habit formation, positive lifestyle changes, as well as proper nutrition. Every couple of weeks, I share a wellness-related video, so if that's something that interests you, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also send out bi-weekly blogs with self-care and self-love reminders, so if that's more of your jam, then make sure to sign up for that. The link for that is in the description. And lastly, you can follow me on Instagram at imperfectbodies by cmodi. So without further ado, let's get started. What exactly are affirmations? So affirmations are short, positive statements that you repeat to yourself that ultimately help you shift your mindset and, generate some calm within you. The keyword being repeat. So affirmations are not something that you just say once in a while, but it really helps when you start making them into a habit or repeating them on a consistent basis. Typically what happens when you're stressed out or you're feeling anxious, the negative thoughts take over. But if you have a go-to affirmation or a set of affirmations that can interrupt that cycle, break that pattern of negative thinking, at least in the moment, and help you come back to the present, feel grounded, and feel calm. Affirmations not just help you reduce stress, but they're also a great way to develop some mental resilience, which is exactly what you need when dealing with stress, because stress isn't going away. It's something that is a part of your life. So the best thing you can do instead of avoiding it and numbing it is to face it, but to have healthy coping mechanisms to deal with it. So that's one of the positives about affirmations, is it really helps you build that mental resilience. And the reason I'm telling you this is not because you need a definition for affirmations. It's just that if you're thinking about what you resonate with or which affirmations you would like to use, these are some components to keep in mind, right? You want the statement to be short so that you can remember it. You want it to be positive. You want it to be something that you actually connect with so that when you say it, you believe it. Even if you only believe it 50%, at least there's a part of you that believes it until you get to that 100% mark. So those are some important components of when you come up with your own affirmations. So how do you use affirmations to manage your stress? There are a few different ways. You get creative. You can do whatever works with you. Maybe it's something that you say first thing in the morning when you wake up, and you do that on a consistent basis to set a positive tone for the day. Or maybe it's something you repeat to yourself when you start to get stressed. So during certain stressful situations, you have your go-to affirmations. Or it's maybe something that you say before you go to bed. Or maybe it's something, that you say as a family together, once you call it a night or in the morning, even if you're having breakfast together. So there are many different ways that you can practice your affirmations. The key here is consistency. If there's one affirmation that you come up with and you decide you're going to say it every morning, make sure you remember to say it every morning. Maybe you put a sticky note on your bathroom mirror, or maybe you put a little note on your kitchen table where you grab your coffee, wherever it is, or maybe there's a reminder at your work table once you get into work or before you leave work. But make sure that consistency is there and you are saying these affirmations on a regular basis at regular intervals. It's not just happening one morning and then at another time it's only happening when you're stressed out. Have something that you say every morning, or you have something that you say every night, and then maybe you have a couple of affirmations that you go to when you're feeling stressed out. And the reason consistency matters is because the more you practice saying these affirmations, the more it becomes a natural part of the process. You know, the more it's another tool that you have in your toolbox when it comes to dealing with stress. That's why consistency makes a pretty big difference. Now, what are some examples of affirmations? I have a few that I have typed up here, so I will be looking at my screen to share them with you. But one of my favorites that I'm going to share is, I am calm, centered, and in control. That is one of my favorites, because what is the first thing that happens when you feel stressed out? You feel really out of control. You don't know what you're going to do. You feel uncertain. You feel overwhelmed. So this is my go-to is, you know, I am calm, I am centered, and I am in control. Something else that you can try is, I release all tension and embrace peace. This is one that I like to say at night when I'm trying to fall asleep and I have 100 thoughts running through my head and I'm worried about the following day and then week and, you know, all the times in the future which haven't yet arrived. So that's a good one for that time period. Or if I wake up in the middle of the night feeling really stressed, you know, I remember to say something along the lines is, you know, I am at peace. I don't need to worry about what hasn't arrived just yet. Another one is, I trust in my ability to handle what comes my way. So this is a great one, you know, as you're dealing with a tough situation, or if you have something difficult happening at work or even in your personal life, or you're, you know, trying to get out of your comfort zone and you're preparing for that. So this is one that can really stick with you and give you that boost that you need and give you that little bit of a push that you need to take the risk and, you know, see how everything works out. So it's, I trust in my ability to handle what comes my way. Another example is, I choose to let go of what I cannot control. This probably has to be my all-time favorite because when I'm stressed out, the first question I ask myself is, what is in my control and what is not in my control? And then I like to focus on what is in my control, because again, when you're stressed, it's very natural to focus on everything that is not in your control and forget about the bits that are. So this is another reminder to focus on what you can control and not expend your energy on something that you have no control over. So I choose to let go of what I cannot control. It's another great one, you know, if you have a personal conflict with someone, or if you've had a difficult conversation and what somebody has told you has not sat well with you, you know, we often wonder, you know, why would somebody say that? You know, don't they realize how hurtful it is? Or why would somebody act like this? Well, you are not that somebody. You're not in control of that somebody. They are who they are. And so in that situation, it really helps to say something like this, is that I let go of what is not in my control. And then another example is, my mind is clear, my body is relaxed, and I am at peace. Another great one to say right before you go to bed. You can even say it when you wake up. You know, another one to say when you wake up is, it's going to be a good day. Whether or not it is, we don't know, but at least you're sending that vibration out there, you're sending that positive note. And what it does is, it doesn't mean that you're not going to have a bad day. You probably will have, you know, a bad day, a mix of both. But saying that to yourself when you wake up is, I'm going to have a good day, will remind you that you have a choice in how you react to what happens to you. So that's something else that can really help when you start practicing your affirmations and you build that mental resilience. So those are some examples that I've given you. You know, take what I've shared with you, make it your own, or come up with something completely different. The most important thing is, again, short, positive, and you should connect with it. Even if it's just 50% at first and, you know, you can build from there, you should feel a connection. It shouldn't feel like something completely random or something that you're being forced to say. And that's it on affirmations. Just a couple of reminders before I sign off. One is, make sure you are consistent with your affirmations. You know, repeat them on a regular basis. Two is, you know, maybe you start off saying them once a day, but then try to say them 3 to 5 times a day on a regular basis. And, you know, watch what a difference they make to your mindset. And then another reminder is, you know, you can make it a part of your routine. So maybe in the morning while you're brushing your teeth or before you go to bed, you just add it in, and that's how you build a habit of practicing this positive mindset. And then lastly, you know, with affirmations, like I said, make them your own, make them genuine, make sure you are connecting with them, because that's really where they start to make a difference and they start to work their magic. So that's about it on affirmations. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and listening to the video. I really appreciate it. I will catch you here very soon. In the meantime, have a fabulous time, have a fabulous couple of weeks, and take good care of yourself. Bye.